Drusa Kraeths Shadowpact coming up next on Monster Hobbies. What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in this box?
What's in the box?
Hello once again, Warhammer Age of Sigmar fans, and welcome back to another great unboxing video. I haven't done one of these in a very long time, so here's a good one for you. This is Drusa Kraeth's Shadowpact box. Almost looks like the dragon's gonna eat my head here. Anyway, this is a great video and you don't want to miss it because there's a lot of cool old models in this kit that are ready and willing to be built and entered into your cities of Sigmar and even the Broken Realms. So without further ado, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel with all your friends and family. Visit us over at www.monster-hobbies.ca and enter the YouTube promo code, the coupon code over there in the shopping cart when you cash out after buying some models. The code is YouTube. So enter that in and you'll get 10% off your next retail purchase here online at www.monster-hobbies.ca. And now without further ado, let's open this box before the dragon eats my head some more. And check out these amazing models. And now we dive deep into the Broken Realms as we look at the Drusa Kraeth Kraeths Shadowpact Start Collecting box. This, of course, is a large box, contains 21 miniatures, and as you can see, I had to tilt the camera for a moment just to fit it all in frame. Quite a cool Start Collecting box, as you can see. Again, the old Dark Elves, as they used to be known, are back into the Warhammer Age of Sigmar realms. Actually, they never really left, they were part of cities, but this just makes it all better. Now, there's all the figures you get, and here we get our Wizard on Dragon, pardon me, as well as our guys here. You got your guys with the long spears and the crossbows. So, of course, I got this for a Christmas gift, and I ended up leaving the my Cities of Sigmar book at the hobby store, unintentionally. Anyway, let's just open this up and take a look inside. So getting rid of our plastic here, as you can tell. Most exciting. I don't know. Okay. So we open the box. Now, as we peel it through the top, remember to keep the artwork up, or else all these guys will spill out on the floor in the wrong way. We get this nice instruction sheet, which we'll take a look at in a minute. Full color, which is nice. And then, of course, all our components. So we start with our dragon. This is going to be a cool model to build. And one most unexpected for the players at the store to come up against. We get a lot of these shields. And then there's our guys there. Wow, pretty heavy sprue. Lots of detail in it. Always good for Games Workshop, especially since these are older models. Came out in mid to late 2000s, you know, just before 2010 and that sort of thing. And we get our round bases in the base for the dragon. It's not as big as I thought it might have been. Wow, look at all these decals. Well, 2 sheets of them. That, of course, is for all our different shields, so that you don't have to paint the complicated stuff in there. Quite cool. Okay, so I'll clear all this out of the way, and we'll take a look at our full color instructions. And here we have our full color instruction sheet for Drusa Kraeth and Kraeths Shadowpact from the Broken Realms. And as you can see, there is this big box here. We've got English, French, Spanish, German, and Italian instructions. It says to read this first. Before assembling your miniatures, please read through the instructions in this booklet carefully, and I'll let you do that when you get your own. Anyway, as we open up on our journey, we get a nice image here of all the different components that come in this kit, an explanation of the symbols. Then there are assemblies to build variants, and they're color-coded. So we've got some guys here, and they've got the blue spears, and then this variation has the green swords instead. I will be building mine with spears because I usually play dwarves in my Cities of Sigmar army, and I've got no way for guys in the back to reach ahead over the other guys, so I'm going to try a tactic of using my dwarfs to run in, and then these dark spears to come in behind and start using spears over the top. So the first combination we have here is the Sorceress on the Black Dragon. And what I like about these Games Workshop instructions is they show you in color what's going on here. So sort of where this yellow is would be where your glue would be when you push the two together to cement and lock all these components in place, which is pretty cool. The blue is, and these things are different color or pre-assembled parts. It's a little early today from my mind to work. Okay, so you do get variations on the head of the dragon. One that's open with some horns in the back, and then one that's more of a closed mouth with a lot more horns all over. Turning the page here, we get to see the mounting of the wings on the dragon. Always make sure of the direction of your wings. I know a lot of people that build these models end up with the wings backwards somehow. Make sure you follow the instructions step by step when you're putting this together. There's the throne going on for the dragon, and then all the components being applied, and there is your Sorceress on Dragon. Now you can actually choose a variant here, as shown up above. You can either build the Sorceress on Black Dragon or the Dreadlord on the Black Dragon. Choose the variant you want to build. Okay, so the Sorceress goes together here in the blue, and then our Dreadlord is going together down here in the green. Turning the page here, it shows how your figure of choice gets glued onto the dragon. This one is the Sorceress, and then down in this box shows how the Dreadlord mounts. And of course you got the spears and everything else going on there. Speaking of spears, over on this page we have our Dread Spears and our Bleak Swords. There's the Bleak Swords there and the Dread Spears with the spears. There's our Lordling, which would be our captain, of course, going together. And you've got variations of different heads and helmets you can put on, as well as it looks like maybe different swords. Maybe not. Oh no, those are helmet trim pieces. So yeah. Then here's the rest of the Bleak Swords, or Dread Spears, sorry. Actually, they're universal. So this orange kind of color is the universal. Okay, so it shows all the guys going together, 9 of them. And they get mounted on the 25mm bases, and different helmet little spears up on the top. Helmet decorations, there's your standard bearer going in here, and your horn blower getting together with his horn. And then here's your Dread Spears. I guess it's not quite universal, the color there. There's the bodies with the spears, and then here's your Bleak Swords. Same thing, just using the different weapons. And then your final unit of the guys down below. Then we get into our Dark Shards here. You got your Grand Master with a sword and his crossbow, all going together down there. And then in this panel you get the rest of the guys, again with this little spike on their helmets. And your standard bearer and your horn blower. They look much the same as the Bleak Swords, except they've got the crossbow mounted in their arms. And then there's the rest of your crew with all the crossbows going together, and the finished models here in black and white down below. And then what's nice, we actually have all our war scrolls in this as well. And these are the most current and up-to-date. They even have Order, Elf, Cities of Sigmar down here, Darkling Covens, Monster, Hero, Wizard, Sorceress. This, of course, is our Sorceress on Black Dragon. Lots of cool stuff in there. Means I don't have to run down to the store and get my book. The Dread Spears and the Dark Shards. Now remember, it's the way you build these guys that counts, so build them according to the way you want in your army. Dread Spears and Dark Shards. We don't actually get the variant people in here. But anyway, there's at least 3 of the War Scrolls, and you also get these in French and in Spanish, Dutch, and Italian. And on the back, you get this nice paint up showing the colors that are being used and where they apply. And again, very cool stuff. Very easy to follow along. So let's just clear the instructions out of the way and we'll take a look at our gray plastic. I've switched our backdrop to a red blanket here so we can see our gray, because gray on gray is not going to work visually. Anyway, there's our black dragon, and as you can see, it's quite a tremendous beast. We do have one of the heads here. The variant is, of course, on a different sprue. See the nice wings? Very reminiscent of Games Workshop's Balrog model, although these ones have the torn wing fibers, pardon me. The long neck here, of course, we've got a couple of the horns, different claws and legs, the base, and of course the tail components. Again, very nice detail on these. I'm always impressed with the Games Workshop models and just how much care and attention they use in these. This also considering that it is an older model, around 2006, 2010. Might even have it stamped on here. Yeah, 2010, right there. My memory doesn't fail me. Okay, and then on the back side, again, nice wings. There are no mold marks. Well, there are, but they're all hidden. These, of course, these circle things, they're mold marks. Mold mark, but none of them are anywhere that's visible. Now, I've been doing some model car reviews on my other channel, and I got a 77 Ford van from AMT, and it, of course, has mold marks right in places where mold marks should not be. But the Games Workshop stuff, always nice and crisp. Let's take a look at our next sprue. This next sprue shows the remaining pieces from our Black Dragon, including the skull, and all our components for our riders, the Sorceress and the Dreadlord. As you can see, there's many different variations of shields, spellbooks, all kinds of great stuff. These are leggings, I believe. Backs for the pardon me, the Dreadlord, and different alternates for our Sorceress. So let's just bring this up to the camera and take a look. Again, nice crisp detail happening. Very cool components. You can see there's a lot to choose from. Different staffs, different lances, and the back side looks just as good. I mean, look at the detail on this little wand. All kinds of cool stuff. Hopefully the camera can pick this up nicely. But again, as you can see, another great plastic sprue from this kit. Our next 2 parts trees in this kit are identical to each other, so I'll only review one of them. But on these 2 parts trees, you get enough plastic here to build your Dread Spears, Bleak Swords, and Dark Shards all in one. You get your men here, and then their shields, the spears, the swords, whatever, And then our crossbows down in these sections here. And as you can see, I mean, there's a billion parts on here. So nicely detailed. I'll bring them up to the camera. Yeah, let's turn them a little bit here this time. So there's our crossbows, the hilts of them, which you can see, as well as the braces, the standard, and the pole for the standard. Of course, look at the men there. Really highly detailed. Nice components. Turning this around. Again, we get the rest of the guys. And all their weaponry. Really, highly detailed. Just looks as good on the back. Look at all the different shield emblems. Really nice work. Thankfully, all the parts are numbered here on our sprue, just so that we know what's going on. And these models came out in 2012, according to the number or the year on the parts tree. So again, really nice work from Games Workshop. Last but not least is our decal sheet, and there is one thing that's a little disappointing with this, not in the sheet itself, however, but in the fact that this is still the Dark Elves transfer sheet from 2013, made by the Games Workshop, does not reflect the current Dark Elves, the Darkling Covens from Cities of Sigmar and all the different iconography of the current Cities of Sigmar. So you still have your old Dark Elves, like the serpents here and all the rest. There's our hearts. But again, it is a nice decal sheet. You could use these on hot rod model cars if you wanted. I don't know. There's all the elven script, the Dark Elves, the Black Dragon. That's kind of cool. What else we got here? Medusas and Hydras. So you could use these on a variety of different things. There's, of course, the Sea Kraken, which you could use in the different cities. Again, nice work here. Yeah, these are water slide transfers. So again, just get them wet, let the paper curl up, and then slide them onto your model. So again, like I said, it is nice that they have the decals in here so you can dress up your Dark Elves. But it's not quite conducive to the cities. And that completes our look at the Drusa Kraeth Start Collecting Kraeths Shadowpact box from the Broken Realms in Warhammer Age of Sigmar. And if you've built these model kits in the past, let us know down in the comment section below how you like them, how well did they go together, and how did you use them in your army. If you've made models and want to share your pictures, do it on our Facebook page in the description below. Well, I sure hope you enjoyed that great review, and hopefully the dragon won't eat your head. Ah! Anyway, if you like these videos, give it a big thumbs up so that the YouTube algorithm can find everybody and get this video up to the top. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel with all your friends and family. Enter that promo coupon code YouTube at our checkout at www.monster-hobbies.ca. Check out all our amazing model kits from Games Workshop over there. And until next time, everybody, don't let the dragon eat your head.